and type in Great Circle Media TV, and you'll be able to watch the game. As we'll see it here at the Roth Center here at Coconino High School as we go along. As our man Bubba Ganser is going to do double duty tonight. He's going to be running the TV broadcast and doing the PA announcing tonight. So you'll hear him with the starting lineups as well going here during pregame. We're in a timeout in the JV game, 2:49 to go. Coconino leads 60-43. And we'll take a timeout here in the pregame show. And when you come back, you'll hear an interview from last week with Coach Mike Moran and with forward Thomas Reber as they talk about getting the chemistry together for the season. Coach Moran kind of goes over some of the new players that are up and how they're getting along, and talking about Rufus as well. A guy who has grown up in New Zealand and learned a kind of a different style of game. He's trying to pick up the American game as it goes along too. There's been some growing pains with that, but talks about him a little bit and really kind of the struggles that they're going to see. And with Thomas, you'll hear kind of how the team's coming together, especially now that the football players are with the team now and trying to get their basketball legs going and cardio and stuff. So it's getting a little bit of a grind, but they've come together pretty quick as a varsity basketball
I'll try to stay out
and
your way.
You'll hear from them coming up next. You're listening to the pregame show on the Highland Floor Coverings High School Sports Network.
With Pergo Extreme Rigid Floor, high performance runs.
I'm going to go start your recording in your office for you real quick.
Don't worry about it. I don't want it. It's fine. You don't need to record it.
Positive?
Yep. No, it's all right.
Hey, let me know when you guys give me.
I'm gonna time this out to where I'll be in timeout when the anthem plays. So hopefully it'll come out at the end of the anthem. So I'll just go. Here's Bubba again.
But when you come out of this break, let me know when you're coming out of this break.
Bubba can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can?
Street for all the details.
Old Route 66 Chevron at Railroad Springs is serving all your favorite breakfast and lunch items with hot stuffed foods. Enjoy a variety of breakfast sandwiches and delicious burritos along with all of the sides. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and more. Hungry? Get what you want at Old Route 66 Chevron.
Give me 10 seconds.
Old Route 66
Give me 10 seconds, Paige.
High school sports on this station. Hungry? Thirsty? Stop by Old Route 66 Chevron.
Back here on the pregame show, getting you ready for our season opener.
For Coconino Panther basketball, here's Dave and Reggie with the pregame show.
He gave me a little look inside the locker room of the Panthers, and he tells us what to expect out of this year's team. The legend, Coach Mike Moran here at Coconino with the boys varsity basketball team. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you.
Good to have the kids out here. You have the basketball floor in the background. We're in the gym. It's the best time of year, right?
It's basketball. Football's pretty good part of the year too, but it's now basketball time.
Yeah, we had a tough first last year, but it's basketball season, but now it's the best time of year. So you graduated a lot of kids last year. A lot of starters, 2 guys at the end. Tell us a little bit about this year's version of the Coconino Panthers.
I think we're working hard right now. We got a lot to do. Let's just put it straight up. We've got some new kids coming up, and we've got 4 kids returning, but we do have a nice young man from New Zealand that can play the game, and we've got some great character here. We expect great things, but it might take us a little while.
Yeah, we heard a little bit about the big game down there. So tell us a little bit about him and what kind of player he is and kind of person he is.
He's an outstanding person, outstanding student, at 1,400 on the SAT, met mom and dad on the Zoom thing. They're great people. He gets along with everybody. And, he's thrilled to be here in America, living a dream for him. Wants to play at the next level. College coaches are driving for him.
So, but you told me just the game he was playing and the coaches, he was an adjustment period for him too.
With no doubt, he's worked in Iowa team, whatever the team he plays, so he's got a lot of defensive skills to work on. He needs to work play hard, and take control of this team. He's going to play the
Go ahead and follow me.
we don't have a chief player this week, and Rufus seems to feel really well. Can really handle the ball, and he passes the ball really well. That's his one of shoots it and passes it very well.
So with your big man running the point, the theory is it's going to be to clear out underneath for some of the guys, just clear out some lanes. Is that the kind of theory of that?
Well, we've got a couple of big guys on the block this year. If you look at Matt Weber, He's about 6'4", 6'5", you know, and then Rufus is going about 6'5", 6'6". We got Andy Reese on the block with some power. And we got two great winning shooters, Mitchell Jacobson, and we got Ivory Washington, who's unbelievable right now. He could be a player of the year in my mind as well. So you got guys, it seems like there's a lot of green there, which you still have to kind of work together and come together on the floor, right? Yeah, it's all about, working with one another and find out how we match and when things get tough, how we kind of work together, how the spirit is, how we can rely on one another and count on one another when great things. Well, it's another chapter of Coconino High School basketball. Command, Coach Coconino, and appreciate you guys doing as always. It makes it really special for the kids in this town and everywhere we go. So thank you so much for that. One of the leaders here for the Coconino Panthers, Matt Reaver. And Matt, I know you guys have just kind of gotten a lot of guys off football, so how's practices been so far?
They were a little rough the first few weeks. We didn't have the guys. A lot of them played on the team last year, but we're doing pretty good.
You already seen other practices out here. You guys have been athletes, a lot of athleticism on this team too. So that's a little different than in this past. For me, guys down low that can block out a solid defense and kind of get busy a little bit. But there's a lot of fun over here on this team this year.
Yeah, definitely. We've grown a lot last 18 months, definitely. Some of that helped. Off-season helps. We do what we can.
I know you have new players, the coaches tell us you can play some point guard, so it's going to be. You don't see that a lot in this basketball. Coach can explain some point guard. So how can you adjust working with him and bringing his skills to the team?
I mean, we had the whole off-season to get to know the kid. We played a lot of off-season ball with him in the mornings and afternoons before I went to school. We got to know the kid, how he plays. He's really good. We like him. He's got the talent.
Matt Reaver, he's one of the leaders here for Coconino, looking for a big year out of the Panthers once again. We used to really lead the champions right here. But we're going to forward keep on the state right? So what's up there for you? So we'll get you back to practice. I was Coconino head coach Mike and I see you for Matt Reaver. I want to see those interviews as well as previews of the Fox Star People's girls and boys basketball teams. Head over to our YouTube channel, Great Triple Media TV. Check out episode 7. We're going to peak 7,000 mentions. Hosted by when we come back, we'll get you set up and starting lineups for tonight's game as the pregame show rolls on. Another four coming.
Michael Jordan is credited for saying talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. The team at Oxendale Auto Group knows that providing you their best means working side by side with their customers to provide consistent high quality of during the winning competition of vehicle sales, service, collision repair, and more. Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers, the Oxendale team encourages you to keep on grinding the rise to the top. For more info, visit OxendaleAutoGroup.com.
Back here at Flagstaff High School, Dave Zorn here with you as Coconino and Tempe battle here at the Roth Center. And JV game just got over with, so we're going to be having a little bit of a late beginning, about probably a 7:15 start time here at Coconino as both teams are coming out to start their warm-ups and the clock is ticking. So what do we expect here tonight out of Coconino? They did get their first game out of the way last night down in the valley on the road against a really good Notre Dame Prep Saint basketball team, a team that went to the playoffs last year, rebuilding with a new coach, a coach down there for Notre Dame Prep who is on Dan Marley's coaching staff at Grand Canyon University, and of course he's got a lot of good players down there on that team. So tough team started with on the road with a young team, pretty experienced team here at Coconino, but they got it out of the way. There's some turnovers, a lot of turnovers in that game. Some guys hit some key shots, but at the end of the day, it was too many mistakes, and Coconino came back here with a loss. But they want to definitely right the ship on that. So. Light Company, Around the Mountain Pediatric Dentistry, Sunnyside Market on 4th Street, Frederick Fisher Jewelers, Finley Honda, Flagstaff Chevrolet, Oxendale Auto Group, Old Route 66 Chevron, Knacker Pepsi, and Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff. So go start the quarter out with a 16-point lead. Again, Rufus Cobb leading the way for Coconino, all of those coming in the first quarter, and he kind of did everything for Coconino there in the first quarter. Very impressive start in his first home game here at Coconino. The foreign exchange student from New Zealand in the game at guard for Coconino. Jacobson will have the ball. He has it down the right side, over to Cobb on the key. Swings it over to Ivory Washington. Washington on top to Ruiz. Ruiz over to Cobb on the right side. On top, Jake. Good. Mitchell Jacobson. He's got 9 points to get the Panthers underway here in the third, 37-15. Or 34-15, excuse me. Gant, top to Beltran. He'll take it. Right, strong with the right hand. Around, no good. Rebounded by Cobb. Here comes Cook the other way. Around the back dribble. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson in the corner to Washington. He'll stop. The ball knocked away. Gathers it back. On top to Rufus Cobb. Rufus over to Reber. Washington on the side. Up by the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Donovan Quinn. Here comes Tempe the other way. Coconino up by 9. The ball on the right side. Right in front of our now position. He'll shoot a three. Good. Beltran is his fourth point of the game. It's a 34-18 Coconino. Inside the Reber, knocked away, but he's going to be Donovan Quinn called for the foul on the reach in. And that is Quinn. That's his first foul. First team foul in half. Goes the inbound to Rufus Cobb. Stops. Ops. Three-pointer. Back to no good. Rebounded, tossed around, and Quinn comes up the rebound. Here comes Tempe the other way with Beltran. Beltran goes up. Strong. Left hand, he's going to be fouled by Cobb as Cobb gives Quinn a little bit too much body there. It's going to be Rufus Cobb's second personal foul of the basketball game. Team foul for Coconino as Beltran is going to go to the line to shoot a pair here. Rogelino to get the scoring going for Tempe here in the quarter. 34-18 Coconino. Beltran's first free throw is up and good. Beltran will get a second free throw here. We're kind of waiting for Tempe kind of reasonably. Rufus Cobb still in the game with 2 fouls. So long Coach Moran keeps him in the game here. Beltran, second free throw around, no good. And there's a lane violation for Coconino. So Beltran's going to get another shot at the free throw here. As I believe it was mounting a little too quick. Beltran with his second, well, technically third free throw. Around and good. He's got 6 points. And it's 34-20 Coconino. 6:33 to go in the third. Washington over to Jacobson. Jacobson did full court press on his. Nope. Call timeout. We'll call timeout as well with 6:26 to go in the third. Coconino leads 34-20 on the Highlands 4 covering high school sports network.
Michael Jordan is credited wins championships. The team at Oxendale Auto Group knows that providing you their best means working side by side with their customers to provide consistent high quality across their 7 Northern Arizona dealerships to bring you the winning combination of vehicle sales, collision repair, and more. Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers, the Oxendale team encourages you to keep on grinding the rise to the top. Visit OxendaleGroup.com. Back here, Coconino High School. Quick timeout before the 10-second. As Coconino is going to inbound the ball here, and that's Ivory walking down to Mitchell Jacobson. Jacobson across half court, drive, stop to the top.
Over to Rufus Cobb on the left side. Inside to Ruiz. He goes up strong and good. Andy Ruiz with his first 2 points of the game. 30 stops. Comes back out. Now he drives the baseline again with Jacobson on him. This is outside to Washington. Washington launches a three. No good. Rebound there by Cobb as he goes through the fence. Bounce pass inside to Ruiz. Up and around. Good. What a pass by Rufus Cobb to Ruiz. 4 straight points by Ruiz. Makes it 38-20. Coconino with 5:43 to go in the quarter. Gant. As the ball gets it stripped away from Washington and out of bounds. Saved by Rufus Cobb. Then saved again by Washington. There's a scramble on the floor. And it's going to be Coconino. Oh, I think Coconino called the timeout. Yep, Coconino called the timeout. We'll keep it right here. That's great to get the ball and then quickly timeout when they have possession. So they'll retain possession 30-20. A lead by Coconino, 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. Fans, at the end of the game, we'll have the post-game to head coach Mike Moran, get his thoughts about this game tonight, and see Panther squad get ready to go to Prescott next Tuesday. The Prescott Badgers on the ball here underneath it's off the side of their basket. Washington going to do the honors, does to Mitchell Jacobson. Here comes Mitchell up the court, crosses the hands, now really knocked out of his hands. Beltran takes it coast to coast up to the left hand around, no good, misses the rebound. Washington. Here's Mitchell Jacobson the other way. Mitchell to Ivory, back to Mitchell on the top, over to left to Jacobson. He drives, goes up strong with the right hand, no good. Rebounded there by Quinn, and Tempe comes the other way. Outlet pass to Beltran. Beltran stops, shoots a three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Ruiz. Here comes Cobb the other way with Coconino. Cobb, nice pass off to the left side. Ivory Washington thinks the three, but now drives the baseline. Goes inside to Jacobson with a floater, right hand, good. Mitchell Jacobson. He's got 11 points for Coconino. 40-20 Panthers with 4:41 to play in the third. Here's a drive by Gant. Goes right around the defender up with the left hand, no good. Rebounded there by Reber. Reber to Jacobson. Jacobson goes over to Cobb on the right side. 6'5" guard for Coconino, Rufus Cobb. And he gets it knocked out of his hands by Gant. Here comes Torian Gant the other way. He gets it knocked out of his hands by Ivory Washington, out of bounds. Still Buffalo's basketball. We got some subs coming in here. Number 10, Jamichael Keaton into the game. 23, Anthony Canizales Cueto. For Coconino, Matias Ortiz is back in there. Memphis James is back in there. Gus Fox is back in there for Coconino. So substitutions aplenty here for both teams. Bounce pass. Here comes Quinn with the right side three-pointer air ball. Rebound there by James. Coconino by 20, 40-20 with 4:12 to go in the third. Memphis James at the top. Over to Washington on the right side. Washington directs traffic to Ortiz. Bounce pass inside to Reber. Back to Washington. Three-pointer on the left side. Off the front of the rim, no good, but rebounded there by Memphis James. Goes inside to Ortiz. Ortiz gets strips away, but knocked out of bounds by Tempe. It's still Coconino ball. In the lineup is Rand Angel. He replaces Torian Gant. He comes out of the game. Looks like Washington inbound. Does to Memphis James. He steps inside the three-pointer. Out the front of the rim, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Dishes off to Reber. Reber with a shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Memphis James, and now it's taken away by Tempe, but now Reber gets the ball back for Coconino. Ivory Washington gathers it up. Fox has got it now at the top of the key with 3:38 to go in the quarter. Fox over to Ortiz. Ortiz back to Fox. Fox over to Washington. Washington on the right side. Bounce pass inside to Ortiz on the free throw line to Reber. Good. That's Matt Reber. And he's got 6 points for Coconino. 42-20. Panthers safely in the lead here in the third. Now is a strip away, almost a strip away, but Washington gets it back. Goes inside to Keaton, who misses the shot. Now it's rebounded by Coconino. The other way, Memphis James. James for three on the right side. Good. Memphis James, 8 points for Memphis. 45-20 Coconino with 2:57 to go. Timeout Tempe. We'll keep it right here as Jordan Holloway set the check back in for Coconino after the timeout. Coconino playing sound defensive basketball here tonight. They had some turnovers in the first quarter, but really have limited their turnovers since the first quarter. And has done a great job with that. Limiting some fouls as well and hitting some shots. Even the bench guys are getting some action. I know that Coach Moran's using a lot of players tonight after they played last night down the valley, so I'm sure there's some tired legs a little bit on a couple of those guys. So he's trying to get a good rotation of players in here to keep everybody as fresh as they can. Of course, their next game isn't until 6 days from now, so they'll have some time to get practice in and get some rest and that kind of thing, and get back at it against Prescott on the road next Tuesday. As we'll be at Flagstaff High School, as the Eagles will take on the Mingus Marauders from War Memorial Gymnasium. Pre-game show starts at 6:45. Tip-off at 7 o'clock right here on the Highland Sports High School Sports Network. Cap Country 93.5 at AM 930. Online at caplegends.com and on YouTube at Great Circle Media TV, our YouTube channel. If you don't know about that, go log on and check us out. We're broadcasting the game tonight, too. Make sure to subscribe to us, too. Washington with the drive, up with the right hand around. Good, and he's fouled. What a drive there by Jamie Washington with the shot and the foul and the bucket. And he'll go to the line to try to convert the three-point play here for Tempe. Foul is on number 14, Gus Fox.
Foul is on number 14, Fox. His second.
That is a second personal, second team foul. Washington to the line to try to convert the three-point play here. Free throw up and no good, but rebounded by Keaton. Good rebound there, tries to get it out to Washington. Now Washington turns around, jumper around and good. Wow, what a trip down the floor for Jamie Washington as he scored 4 points. 45-24, Coconino, 2:33 to go in the third. Fox on the right side, stops, dribbles, gets to the Memphis James, over to the left side. That's Klaus. He'll drive with the right hand. Jacob Klaus up and good. That's Jacob Klaus's first 2 points of the game, and it's 47-24 Coconino. Quinn with the ball on the left side. He'll shoot a three over Holloway off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Fox. Here comes Coconino the other way. Fox goes down. Holloway takes the three. Now he drives. Goes inside. Ortiz wasn't expecting the pass. It goes out of bounds. Tempe basketball as Gant and Beltran come back in the game for Tempe. As Tempe's doing some more, recent substitutions here to try to keep their team a little fresh. Playing in the altitude is not fun, especially for the Valley schools, and it's one of those things you got to overcome when Valley schools come up here in Flagstaff. Beltran over to Gant on the left side. Gant guarded by Klaus. Gant goes inside to, that is Keaton. Keaton up with a shot and good. Jamichael Keaton with 4 points for Tempe, 47-26 as Fox brings the ball up for Coconino. Over to Klaus on the right side. Klaus on top to Memphis James. James stops, just over to Fox. Back to James on the left side. James drives, stops, comes back out. Tries to go to Ortiz and is picked off by Keaton. Keaton goes distance, goes up with the right hand around and good. Jamichael Keaton with 6 points now for Tempe as the Buffs making a little run here. 47-28 in favor of Coconino with 1:10 to play in the quarter. Fox on top to Memphis James. James over to Holloway for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Gant. Gant outlets to Quinn. Quinn drives on Klaus, goes up with the right hand, good. And here comes Tempe with a little bit of a run here. And that is Quinn's fourth point of the game. 47-30 Coconino. James has the ball. Gets it inside. That is Holloway. Holloway gets it knocked out by Fox. Goes off Fox and out of bounds. Still Coconino basketball. Actually goes off a Tempe player. And now we've got Ruiz back in the game. We've got Tyler Reagan in. And Mitchell Jacobson back in for Coconino with 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. 47-30, Coconino looking for their first win of the year and their first home game of the year. Inbound to Jacobson. Jacobson over to Reagan. Reagan inside to Memphis James. Back out Klaus. Klaus goes into Reagan. Reagan with a shot around, no good. Rebound actually taken away by Jacobson over the shot and good. Oh, that's Andy Ruiz. Excuse me, not Jacobson. That's Andy Ruiz with 6 points all in the third quarter. 49-30 Coconino, 12 seconds to go. Cueto, he'll drive, runs into the wall. That's Memphis James there. Comes back out to Gant. Gant will drive with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Up the right hand around, no good. Rebounded there by Klaus. And that is the end of the third quarter. With the score, Coconino 49, Tempe 30. Fourth quarter action coming up next on the Hounds Four Corners High School Sports Network.
Years, months, hours, minutes, and seconds of training, practice, cuts, and drills come down to game time, and here we are. Hi, this is Mark Harris, owner of Flagstaff Chevrolet on Route 66. On behalf of my entire team at Flagstaff Chevrolet, we cheer on the Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers. Best of luck for an unforgettable season. If you're looking for a great vehicle to safely get your students back and forth to school, or maybe one that's big enough to carry the team and equipment, then come see our awesome team at Flagstaff Chevrolet. Visit flagstaffchevrolet.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Back here at Coconino High School, Dave Zorn here with you, taking you into the fourth quarter as Coconino leads Tempe 49-30. After three quarters, some stats to pass along to you for Coconino. Mitchell Jacobson now leading scorer with 11 points. Rufus Cobb with 10. All of those coming in the first quarter. Matt Reber with 6. Memphis James with 8 for Tempe. Jamie Washington with 7 points to lead the way for the Buffaloes. Beltran with 6. And Donovan with 4. Gant with 6 as well. And Cueto with 1. Fourth quarter action starts with Tempe inbounding the ball, and that's going to be Torian Gant brings the ball over to Beltran. Beltran over to Washington now. He's got the ball with Jacob Klaus guarding him. Washington stops. Foot on the 2-point line, no good, but rebounded there by Ruiz, and here comes Coconino the other way. Jacobson over to James for 3 on the right side, off the rim, no good, but he traveled before the shot, turns the ball over to Tempe. Back in the lineup for Coconino is Coulter Carden. He'll replace Memphis James. Tempe inbounds it. It's going to be Beltran bringing the ball up the court. A couple nice guards here for Tempe. Actually, I like Beltran and Gant both, and Washington's a good little player too, so he's got to get more reps and get more chemistry here, and I think we got something here at Tempe on the backcourt. There's a pass to Varela, back on top to Gant, and we've got an offensive foul inside on Tempe. Foul is on number 1. That is Beltran. That's going to be his 3rd personal foul. And the 2nd team foul for Tempe. Inbounded to Mitchell Jacobson. Back over to Carden. Carden over to Ruiz. Inside to Klaus. Klaus over the left hand around, no good, and he's fouled. Little football connection there, Ruiz to Klaus. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 5 for Tempe. That is Donovan Quinn. That's his 2nd. As Jacob Klaus will go to the line to shoot a pair. First free throw from Jacob, no good. Jacob was played a little quarterback this year in the Cocoa Bunch offense, and of course he's a stellar defensive player for Coconino. Matias Ortiz in the lineup now for Coconino as he replaces Andy Ruiz. Tight end for tight end, pretty much coming in the game here. Klaus for a 2nd free throw, up and good. He gets 1 and 2. He's back into the 2 free throws. 50-30, Coconino with 7:09 to go here in the game as Beltran brings the ball up here for Tempe. Beltran over to Gant. Gant will drive, stops, kicks it out. Quinn for 3, good. Donovan Quinn, he's got 7 points for Tempe, 50-33, Coconino. Now taken away by Beltran. Beltran drives, gets it knocked out of the way by Carden. And still Tempe basketball, 6:44 to go. Inbound, Quinn over to Beltran. Oh, excuse me, that's Gant. He'll drive with the left hand around, no good. Tips around, battle for the rebound, taken down there by Carden. And Coconino the other way with Jacobson leading the way with the ball. Over to Carden. Carden crosses time stripe now to Klaus. Klaus goes up with the right hand. No good. And the rebound to Ortiz. He tries to go up. And no good there. Klaus gathers up the ball. Now Reagan has it. It's going to be a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 6:18 to play. Coconino leads Tempe 50-33 on the Highland Fork Calvary High School Sports Network.
It's Big O's biggest Black Friday sale ever. Get $140 in instant savings on select Michelin tires with installation purchase. Hurry in now through December 5th. Big O Tires, the team.
This is the last commercial break you got, Dave.
Cool.
Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. Void where prohibited. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer. Upgraded installation packages available at additional cost. See store for details.
Back here at the Roth Center at Coconino High School, 6:18 to play. Coconino up 50-33 as we start winding down this basketball game, and Coconino gets closer to their first win of the season. Again, folks, we'll be at Flagstaff High School Friday night as the Eagles will take on the Mingus Marauders. Our first chance of looking at Flagstaff High School and the Eagles this season. They're going to play Desert Edge over there at Flag High tomorrow night. Good game between those two schools. So if you're out and about and looking for something to do on a Wednesday night, head on over to Flagstaff High School and War Memorial and see a pretty good high school basketball game tomorrow night between Flagstaff and Desert Edge. Klaus can inbound, does it Jacobson. Mitchell brings it across half court and sets up over to Ortiz on the left side. Matias Ortiz to Carden. Over to, oh, sorry, that was Reagan. Now Carden has it. Ortiz on the left side. Now over to Jacobson at the top. Jacobson to Reagan. Reagan on top to Carden. Carden over to Ortiz. Matias has a little trouble with the ball. Gets it back, though. Now gets it stripped away from Donovan Quinn, but Matias gets it back. Now in the hands of Beltran. Over to Quinn. Knocked out of his hands, but Quinn gets it back. Up with the right hand around and good as Carden falls down. Good job by Donovan Quinn there to stay with it. He's got 9 points for the Buffs, 50-35. Coconino with 5:34 to go. Carden over to Jacobson. Back to Carden. Over to Matias Ortiz. Inside to Klaus. Bounce pass to Reagan. Reagan goes up strong and good. Tyler Reagan with his first 2 points of the game. 52-35 Coconino. Here's Gant. Drives up with the left hand around and good. Torian Gant. He's got 8 points for Tempe. 52-37 Coconino. Bounce pass to Ortiz. Quick pass over to Klaus. Klaus tries to go up and knocked out of bounds. Still Coconino ball with 5:03 to play. I think we've probably seen the end of Rufus Cobb in this game, I would bet. Maybe Matt Reber, too. Bounce pass was going to go to Ortiz, but gets collected there by Klaus on the right. Now over to Carden for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Reagan. Up with a rebound, no good. Here comes Tempe. Beltran to, that is Varela, who misses a shot. Rebounded there by Klaus. Here comes Coconino. 4:40 to go. Knocked out of his hands. Here comes Tempe. Quinn up and around and good. Donovan Quinn having himself quite a quarter with 11 points, 7 of which have come here in the fourth. Tempe pressing a little bit. Mitchell Jacobson to Carden. Looks like we're getting Matt Reber back in the game with the next whistle. 4:18 to go. Getting a little close to comfort maybe a little bit for Coach Moran. Here's a shot from the outside. Good. Mitchell Jacobson for 2. Just inside the line. He's got 13. Stops the run there from Tempe. Beltran to Gant. Gant stops, pops, three-pointer, no good. Rebound there by Ortiz, and here comes Coconino. Long pass to Carden on the right side. Carden drives the baseline. Over to Ortiz, quickly off to the side to Klaus, on top to Jacobson. Jacobson swings it over to Carden on the right side. Carden to Klaus, and there's going to be a foul on Tempe. Fouls on number 5. That's Donovan Quinn. That is his third. Back in the game is Matt Reber for Coconino. Enoch Watson in for the first time in the game, and also Ivory Washington back in for Coconino. Back in the game for For Tempe is Cueto that we saw. I think that's also Keaton back in. I think he was out too. Coconino looked the inbound, 3:39 to go. Up 15, 54-39. Inbound to Jacobson. Jacobson. Bounce pass inside to Reber. Back out to Jacobson. Takes a three. Now he drives. Gets it knocked out of his hands. And off of Jacobson, Tempe basketball. Got to credit the Buffaloes here for sticking in this game and fighting. Here comes Beltran. Baseball pass going to go inside to Keaton. It goes out of bounds. Panther basketball, 3:22 to play. Harvey Washington brings the ball up court for Coconino. Over to Jacobson. Mitchell to Enoch Watson. Enoch looks. Swings it over to Ivory Washington. Double team. On top of Cardin, and Washington's fouled. And fouled again by Donovan Quinn. That's going to be his fourth. As Rand Angel comes in the game. He replaces Torian Gant. 3:07 to go, 54-39 Coconino. As they'll inbound on the side, Ivory Washington doing the duties. And he'll inbound it to Mitchell Jacobson. Mitchell on the right side goes over to Memphis James. Memphis brings it around on top to Enoch Watson. Enoch will drive, takes a shot with the right hand, no good. Rebounded there by Cueto. And Tempe's going to move it back out. Here's a drive by Beltran. Stops, pops, and he's going to be fouled by Ivory Washington. It's going to be Ivory's first foul, and Beltran's going to go to the line to shoot two with 6 points in the game for Rogero Beltran. Tempe playing a little scrappy basketball right now. Down 15, but they're fighting. Games like this are going to pay off for Tempe down the line, I think. First free throw from Beltran is up and around and good. We'll get a second as back in the game is Tyler Reagan. He replaces Matt Reber. By the way, another smaller rivalry in Flagstaff going on tonight is Northland Prep's taking on Basis Flagstaff. See how that game turns out tonight. The smaller school rivalry. Second free throw from Beltran. It's up and good. Gets both free throws. He's got 8 points. And the Tempe Buffaloes have trimmed the Coconino lead to 13, 54-41 with 2:44 to play. Washington loses the ball, almost goes over and back. Saves it though. Jacobson has the ball now on the top. Mitchell Jacobson. Coconino needs a basket here. Goes inside to Enoch Watson. Up strong with the left hand. No good. Gets his own rebound though. And wrestles it away. And jump ball in favor of Coconino.
Panthers retain the ball.
Enoch Watson draws a foul, or actually draws a jump as Gant comes back in along with Washington and Varela for Tempe, and he replaces Angel and Keaton and Cueto for the Buffaloes. 4:41 Coconino with 2:27 to go. Ivory Washington was the inbound off the foot of Varela. And they call a push on number 24, Memphis James. That's going to be Memphis' second foul. It's going to be Tempe's ball. Again, down 13. A three-pointer will put them within 10. The drive blocked there by Enoch Watson. He's got the ball. He gets over to Jacobson. Here comes Mitchell. They got a man, but now Washington comes back up. They had the man advance for a little bit. Inside to Jacobson. He's knocked by Gant for the ball, and Gant's going to be called for the foul. And that's going to be Torian Gant's first personal of the game. Jordan Holloway coming back in the game here momentarily for Coconino. He's back in for, he replaces Tyler Reagan. So Ivory Washington can inbound the ball here. 2:09 to go. Panthers up 13, 54-41. Memphis James fakes a three on top to Enoch. Enoch Watson over to Holloway. Over to Jacobson. Swings it out to Enoch Watson. Watson down low to Holloway. Jordan Holloway looks over on top to Ivory Washington. Ivory looks. Wearing the Oregon Duck green sneakers there. Jacobson on top to Holloway. Swings it to Enoch Watson. Down low to Jacobson. On top to Washington. Swings it to Memphis James. 1:36 to go. And Coconino just seems like they're going to play keep away right now. Over to Ivory Washington. To Enoch Watson. Enoch Watson will drive. Gets the ball knocked away. Here comes Gant the other way. Outlet pass to Washington. Gathers it on the other end of the court. Launches a three from the right side off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Enoch Watson. Ooh, that would have cut it to 10. James brings it up with 1:16 to go. Memphis backs out. On top to Enoch Watson. Enoch slows it down over to Memphis. Memphis drives. Comes back out to Mitchell Jacobson with 1:03 to play. Enoch Watson on the right side. Enoch over to Jacobson. 56 seconds and counting. I think Tempe's going to maybe start fouling here in a little bit. No look pass inside to Ivory Washington. Up and good. Nice bounce pass there by Memphis James. And Ivory Washington gets his first 2 points of the game. 56-41 Coconino as Gant drives, gets it knocked out of his hands, but still Tempe basketball with 40 seconds to go. Here's the inbound pass. Quinn with the three-pointer, no good. Rebounded there by Memphis James. Gets the ball out, turns the ball over. Quinn inside to Gant. Gant goes up strong. And he's fouled there, and he'll go to the line for a couple free throws. Fouls on number 24. That's Memphis James. It's his third. Torian Gant with 8 points. 2 free throws here can give him 10 for the game. First free throw is up and good. He'll get another one here. As Coconino looks to win their first game of the year. But it wasn't easy. Tempe really kind of fought in the second half of this game. Gant makes another free throw. He's got 10. 56-43, Coconino with 30 seconds to play. Inbound to Holloway. Holloway over to Ivory Washington. Washington down low to Enoch Watson. Up with a shot. Good. Enoch Watson gets his first 2 points. 58-43, Coconino with 20 seconds to go. Gant drives, kicks it out. Quinn stops, pops inside the three-pointer line. No good. Battle for the rebound. Holloway gets it. Here comes Jordan the other way. Jordan gets ran into. No call. Enoch Watson gathers the ball over to Holloway with 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, and that's it. Final score. Coconino wins their home opener, 58-43 against Tempe. Back with Coach Moran and the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff Post Game Show next on the Highlands Fort County's High School Sports Network.
This has been the game of the week on the Highlands Fort Coverings High School Sports Network. Tonight's game was brought to you by Highlands Fort Coverings, Big O Tires, Napa Auto Parts, Frederick Fisher Jewelers, The Light Company, Around the Mountain Pediatric Dentistry, Sunshine Market on 4th Street, Findlay Honda, Flagstaff Chevrolet, Oxendale Auto Group, and Old Route 66 Chevron. Stay tuned for the post-game show on Calf Country 93.5 and AM 930 and streaming online at calflegends.com.
Frederick Fisher Jewelers would like to wish all of Flagstaff High School basketball teams a safe and competitive season. Frederick Fisher Jewelers has been locally family owned and operated for over 30 years. Their quality in service and workmanship is unmatched. No matter what you're looking for this holiday season, Frederick Fisher Jewelers has you covered. From high quality watches and bracelets to rings and necklaces, conveniently located in the Flagstaff Mall, Frederick Fisher Jewelers, let their family be your family's jewelers.
Sunnyside Market at 4th Street.
Where's your break for a second, Coach? We'll be out in a second.
Sponsor of high school basketball. They offer any size.
Remember how to do this?
Drink for just 89
I know.
cents.
I blame Bubba for everything.
Swing in and check out the Panthers fan gear section, and students can receive 10% off with your school ID. In a hurry,
move your mic. There you go. You good?
Yes,
good. Hear me?
Yep. On game day. EBT is
using Reggie's headsets, by the way, so legendary.
At Sunnyside Market at 4th Street, conveniently located on the corner of 4th Street and 6th Avenue. With Coco Extremely Rigid, high performance runs deep. Deeper visuals, deeper protection, deeper warranty from the #1 preferred brand in Florida. Pergo Extreme Rigid Flooring offers unmatched durability, the guarantee you expect from a high-performance floor with the widest selection of
Most
beautiful,
balanced scoring I've seen from you guys in a while.
Played everybody.
Everybody but more Matthias scored.
Today at
It's good for a football guy because he's got no basketball legs yet.
Right. 2009 North 4th Street for all the details. Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest-growing cookie company, is here in Flagstaff in the Aspen Place at Sawmill, offering fresh baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup through the Crumble app or website. Have an event or special occasion coming up? Crumble Gifting and Catering has you covered. Check out their gourmet menu with over 120 flavors rotating weekly. The team at Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff would like to wish a great season to Flagstaff and Coconino High School basketball squads, coaches, and supporters. Stop by Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff.
Hi, it's Jacob Lundy, General Manager of Finley on the Flagstaff.
This is the last spot here.
On behalf of the Finley family and our entire team, we want to wish a season of great success to the Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers. The next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle and want a big city deal with a small town feel, reach out to us at Finley Honda Flagstaff. Keep your vehicle purchased locally, and it benefits great programs like this. For more information, visit us in the Flagstaff Auto Park near the Flagstaff Mall or online at flaghonda.com. Go Eagles! Go Panthers!
Welcome back to Coconino High School with the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff postgame show. And I'm joined courtside by the head coach of Coconino, Coach Mike Moran. And Coach got the win tonight, 58-43. Played pretty well. I know, Tempe kind of fought back there in the second half, a little bit in the fourth quarter. Never had any give up, that's for sure. But you guys got a good quality win, and you had pretty much everybody you played scored at least 2 points tonight. So you got to be happy about that.
Yeah, down the stretch we let those guys play. We knew they were closing the gap, but those guys needed to play. They've been on the bench, and come off the football field. And I was not going to put, the boys back in, so to speak. I wanted them to work on zone, the press, and so on. And so I'm glad we finished. We've got to get a lot smarter, though. We got to learn how to finish and learn how to break a press. It looks like still.
Was this a better effort out of you guys? Forget about the win, but is this a better effort tonight than it was last night against Notre Dame Prep?
It was better, but nowhere near on the mental side of the game. We're not there yet. We still got a bunch of guys coming and working, and I thought we played a little bit better, but we played a much better team. No offense to Tempe, we played a much better team last night and didn't perform all that well. So tonight was. We're battling, trying to get back in, try to find some, cohesiveness amongst the team, try to find out who's who and see if we can mesh together.
Mitchell Jacobson, your leading scorer tonight with 13, and balanced scoring all the way through the game, really, for him. And Rufus got out to a great start there in the first quarter, and didn't see a lot of action after him. It's probably by design, though. But boy, the fans who came tonight saw what the talent that kid has for sure.
He's got some talent. But he's got a lot of work to do, and he knows it. I'm going to hold him accountable to that. I pulled him out there because guys going right around him. He was guarding a smaller guard, and he's got to learn to bend his knees a little bit. So he's about 6'5", 6'6", but he can shoot it. And he's emerging as a leader. He's a talker. He talks to the guys. He's played a lot of basketball. He's going to be a great player.
Memphis James off the bench gave you guys a nice effort tonight, a couple threes, and you guys shot well from the free throw line when you guys went there. And, overall, I mean, you got the W, but obviously some good things. But I know you're never satisfied. There's always some things you need to work on. And, I don't think there's ever a perfect game. And I know you guys got 6 days off here to work on a few things and get ready for Prescott next week.
Yeah, we've got the football guys out finally. We practiced, it seemed, for 3 weeks with 7 guys.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to play. Hard to scrimmage. You play 3-on-3, but we needed some more soldiers out here. We needed some more strength on the inside, and getting Andy back. And there's a lot of guys in there. Cub's going to be a great defensive player. The Reagan kid, Tyler, I'm telling you, that kid can run. We're going to use all those guys off the football field. We just got to get him some more time.
I know Tyler was our player of the game in the Flag Cocoa football game this year because of his special teams effort. He was just kind of that guy that did all the little extra things.
Hustle.
Never see it on the scoreboard a lot, but that's a kid who kind of ignites the guys around him when he gets going. And, the legs will come and the game will come. It's a little bit of an adjustment coming off the field and playing hoops, shorter court, and that kind of thing. So I know you guys are going to go at it hard in practice, and we'll see what happens next Tuesday at Prescott.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game for us. Notre Dame beat them as well. They beat us handily, 15 or whatever. We gave up 79. So the Prescott game is going to be the most important game, of the year. So a lot of people are picking them to win the region. They've got that great parent kid. He scored 27 against Notre Dame. They've got a 6'9", whatever how big he is, a freshman big fella. The point guard is really good, a little freshman kid, lefty, that's really a good basketball player. A lot of people are picking them to win the region, but Tuesday night we'll go find out where we're at.
Absolutely, and I don't think we're going to see you until after the holidays. So if we don't see you before then, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you and yours, and we'll definitely catch you up with you in January. We're going to be busy around these parts in January for sure. And
man, that's exciting.
We'll see where the chips fall, where they may, and see where we are come playoff time. But I know you guys got a lot of work to do, and I was impressed with what you guys put on the court tonight, and I think we're up for a good season of Coconino basketball coming up.
Well, we appreciate you being here. It means a lot to the kids, and what you do, Dave, is greatly appreciated. And we'll see you the next game. Okay.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot, Coach Mike Moran, joining us after the game as Coconino wins 58-43. We'll be back to wrap things up next on the Crumble Cookie and Flagstaff postgame show on the Highlands 4 Coverings High School Sports Network.
Parents, don't miss a shot with your children's dental care needs. For over 30 years, Northern Arizona families have entrusted Around the Mountain Pediatric Dentistry's board-certified dentists to give their children winning smiles. Call or text our offices today to get your child's next appointment scheduled. 928-779-0385. Score that hoop with your child by giving them the dental care they deserve with one of our board-certified dentists. Call or text 928-779-0385 to schedule your child's appointment.
It's Big O's biggest Black Friday sale ever. Get $140 in instant savings on select Michelin tires with installation purchase. Hurry in now through December 5th. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. Void where prohibited. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer. Upgraded installation packages available at additional cost. See store for details.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in Flagstaff in the Aspen Place at Sawmill, offering fresh baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup through the Crumble app or website. Have an event or special occasion coming up? Crumble Gifting and Catering has you covered. Check out their gourmet menu with over 120 flavors rotating weekly. The team at Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff would like to wish a great season to Flagstaff and Coconino High School basketball squads, coaches, and supporters. Stop by Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff.
Back here at Coconino High School, wrapping things up as the Panthers get their first win of the year, beating Tempe 58-43. We'll go over the stats real quick. Mitchell Jacobson led the way for the Panthers tonight with 13 points. Rufus Comm, the New Zealander, with 10 points, all of which came in the first quarter for Rufus, and better days are yet to come for him for sure. Memphis James off the bench with 8 points. Matthew Reber with 6. Andy Ruiz with 6, and a host of others with a couple points here and there. Everybody but Matias Ortiz, who played tonight, scored for Coconino, and there's a lot of circles and numbers on the roster tonight on my end, and I remember a game where Coconino had that much spread out scoring, so it's a good thing to see for Coconino going forward. For the Tempe Buffaloes, Donovan Quinn led the way scoring with 11 points. He had 7 points in the fourth quarter alone. Torian Gant with 10, Jamie Washington with 7, and Beltran with 8, leading the way for Tempe. Once again, Coconino wins 58-43. They're off until next Tuesday until they head to Prescott to take on the Prescott Badgers. Our next game here on the network is on Friday night. We'll be over at Flagstaff High School as the Eagles will take on the Mingus Marauders. Pre-game shows at 6:45. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. For everybody here at Coconino High School, always great to us as usual, and to Coach Mike Moran, we thank everybody here. We thank Rockstar Paige Daniels on the board getting us through tonight, and of course everybody who joined us here, not only on the radio but on YouTube tonight. We'll be back on YouTube again on Friday night as Flagstaff will take on Mingus. Once again, the final score, Coconino beats Tempe 58-43. We'll catch you Friday night from Flagstaff High School. Good night on the Highlands 4 Coverings High School Sports Network.
This is KAFF Flagstaff.
Have a good night, Dave. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right, we'll do. Bye.
93.5 Flagstaff, your home for the legends of country.